Guys, make some noise for Steve Furey, everybody. Give it up for Steve. One more time for Nick Murphy, everybody.
Yeah, what's up? Fucking thanks for coming out to my show. What's up? Very excited for you guys to be here. I try to get the best comics I can in the world, and I think I did that tonight. I'm very good. Just got back in town. My buddy flew me out to Austin, Texas to cat sit for the weekend. If you want to know the economic disparity in this country, I got an opinion. I don't know if cats need to be sat, because I was there for 3 days, and I don't know if he has a cat. I'm going to be honest with you right now. I fed something twice a day, every day. Monster shits. Did not see another living hand. Just happy back in LA. I don't like leave my apartment very often. I'm a big Postmate guy. Food delivery, I get it twice a day, every day. I don't even think my neighbors have ever seen me. They just see a naked man raccoon-handing cheeseburgers at 3 in the morning. Postmates fucked me up, man, because it's so expensive. I don't even know what things cost anymore. My buddy was like, I spent $100 on a tank of gas. I was like, I spent $70 on yogurt last night. It's supposed to be frozen. It came as yogurt. Got a Postmate, I just moved. Top floor of my apartment building. 5th floor, top floor, just got ants. I don't know how they did it. It's pretty impressive for an ant to go 5 human stories. I have trouble climbing those stairs. You tell me a fucking ant just did that? I did the math, this is true, for an ant to climb 5 human stories would be the equivalent of a human climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. Could you imagine being at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro, looking up and being like, I think there's cookies up there. Let's get the whole town, bring everybody I've ever met in my life. Single file line. I said, get in. I said, get in. It's an ant joke, some of you guys get that later. I know, everyone's doing ant jokes these days. Just another guy with another ant joke. I've been good. I had one of those embarrassing moments of my life happened a couple weeks ago. I've recently entered into the kimono era of my life. It's where I get home butt naked, immediately in a kimono. If you're not doing that, you're not doing nearly enough mushrooms, I'll tell you that much right now. My fiance hates it, mainly because I made the mistake of buying a woman's kimono. Anyone here up on their kimono game? I can teach you something that I learned. This is what I learned. I learned that a male kimono, okay, normally goes right about here, right? Appropriate, business length, some would say. This is what I learned, fellas. I learned that a woman's kimono apparently goes right about here. That's what I learned. My balls are peeking out like all the cops on a neighbor. What the hell's going on out there, man? Anyone fucking with kimonos? Anyone in the kimono era? Anyone? Yeah, what do you think the most important part of a kimono is to you personally? Anyone? No? A lot of people think it's the material, okay? I think it's the belt. It adds structural integrity to the whole operation. I cheaped out, bought a kimono with no belt. I gotta hold it together like a hospice patient walking around here. But that's not embarrassing, okay? That's Tuesday night. Me and my girl, butt naked, matching kimonos. This is what was embarrassing. I like to get things delivered, so I get this thing called Instacart. That's where they drop off the groceries at your house, okay? My girl goes, hey Steve, Instacart guy is here. I heard your Instacart order was here. So I opened the door, clutching my pearls like can be, balls billowing in the wind. And I made eye contact with a 22-year-old gentleman who laughed in my face. And then he said, I'm sorry, ma'am. Then he bowed out of the hallway. He was like, my bad, dog. I didn't. Like, there's no bell. It's not ceremonial, but I appreciate the respect, man. Joke's hard for me to say because I recently asked my girl to marry me. I don't know if you've ever been engaged, but it's hard to switch him from girlfriend to fiance, you know? And every time when I've been engaged, people always ask me the same thing, you know? They always go, when did you know, right? How did you know? Will I ever know? Does she have a sister? I'm fucking alone, dude. This sucks. And this I knew because our love is easy. When we fight, we make up. And I love the way I feel about this woman. I've never felt about anyone else. So it's a person I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with. Now, what wasn't easy is when we went ring shopping, okay? There's no jewels in my family. There's no grandma's ring. This is a true story. When my grandpa died, The only thing he left me was his window air conditioner. So, jewel knowledge is a little lacking in the Furey household, but I got a Zenith from '89 that's humming right now. So I went in this blind. I never bought a ring before. I don't know shit, right? And I don't know if you guys know this. They have two types of diamonds now that are exactly the same. They have a mined and a lab-grown diamond. And for all intents and purposes, it's the same fucking thing. Chemically, optically, tensile strength, diamond checker, Mohs, same shit. I didn't know that, right? So when I go in there, he goes, first off, I'm gonna show you this right here. He goes, this is a lab-grown diamond. He goes, your fiance does not want this. He goes, this is for poor people. And then he said it was $10,000. I was like, God damn, I didn't know I was poorer than poor people. That's crazy. Do you have anything for a peasant or a serf? Maybe two hobos fell in love and they wanted to... I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know poor people were doing that well. It was kind of a sad moment for me. I thought I was middle class, but I'm poorer than poor people. He goes, you don't want this, man. This was made by a doctor who went to school his whole life. Dedicated his life to making a machine that turns carbon into diamonds. He goes, you don't want that shit, man. He goes, what you want is a mined diamond. This comes from child slavery and genocide. This is $25,000. And I'm just like, why the fuck am I spending an extra $15,000? Didn't we all agree that child slavery would be cheaper? All I'm saying is you don't go to Forever 21 and shit's $4,000, you know what I mean? It's $12.50 with a little note from a Cambodian boy that says, help me! And then you take that note, you crumple it up, you throw it on the ground, and you wear your jacket one time. That's what child slavery is for, duh. That wasn't even the worst part, dude. Worst part of the whole fucking day, I just spent thousands of dollars on her ring. He goes, why don't we go shopping for your ring? Would you like to wear a piece of tinfoil with a booger on it for the rest of your life? Would you enjoy that, sir? Fuck happened to our ring? My buddy got wood. Wood? What, did you retire from Home Depot? Fucking wood? I'm giving up strange women for the rest of my life. I want a Super Bowl ring. I want diamonds so big you can see it from space. And I want my stats on the side too. 20 years, 0 STDs, right there. You can see it. The craftsmanship is impeccable. 0 kids with 2 abortions. Even Tom Brady throws some interceptions, man. That's still a Hall of Fame career, baby. Fucking wedding is coming, man. I can see it. I'm thinking about losing weight. Haven't done anything yet, but I'm thinking about it. 2 hours a day, every day, thinking about losing weight. It's a mindset, folks. My problem is I'm just the next Monday guy. You know what I mean? I will start anything you want to do next Monday. What do you want to do, man? You want to go hiking? I'll start that diet. That's why that Ozempic looks so fucking good, doesn't it? Oh my God, I fucking want Ozempic so fucking good. Just want a fucking well that I just pump it in my veins every fucking day. If you guys don't know Ozempic, some people misuse a diabetic medication. Help a lot of people lose a lot of weight, okay? Problem is, we're going on long enough, starting to be side effects. For instance, one woman, Houston, Texas, 26 years old, lost 100 pounds. Went to the doctor, said her stomach wasn't feeling good. Doctor did some tests. He informed her that she's going to have diarrhea for the rest of her life. I still might get it though. I've had diarrhea most of my life, and I look like shit. You telling me? So I'm like, damn, Steve looks good. A little thirsty, but he looks good. I've never seen a grown man drink this much Pedialyte before. It's erotic and disgusting at the same time. I still want to stop drinking. I just don't want to. Because I know I'm better on a couple drinks, okay? I've done this long enough. I do the same thing when I drink, okay? I don't fight people. I don't drink and drive. I do the same thing. I get hammered. Then I go into my phone and I go onto my Instagram stories and I start gassing up complete strangers with the most beautiful, genuine compliments that they have ever gotten in their lives, okay? And I'm not talking your run-of-the-mill nice shirt. No, I'm talking mentally deranged. I told someone they were a light in our community. Who? I told one person, I hope you know your dad's proud of you. I don't know you. I definitely don't know your fucking dad. But that's not the problem, Kay. That's just spreading positivity, right? There's no problem with that. The problem is the next day when I wake up and I have 35 DMs from people I've never met in my fucking life. And they're replying with things that are heartfelt, you know? They're like, hey man, I've been going through a hard time. My dad passed away 5 years ago, and you saying that he was proud of me really helped me out. And then I gotta be, who the fuck are you, dude? I have no idea. A light in our community. I said that? Don't sound like me. I hate my friends know my diet too. That's my least favorite. Because they always perk up, especially when I'm drinking a beer. They always do the same shit every time. Oh, you're drinking a beer, dude? Oh. You know it's 3 to 5 slices of bread. Every beer you drink is 3 to 5 slices of bread. I'm like, dude, let's cut out the middleman. I wish 3 to 5 slices of bread got me drunk. Just hammered at a Dodgers game with a baguette, like, oh! Get home, 3 a.m., black the fuck out. Breath smells like garlic. My fiance's like, did you drive home? I'm like, I just had a couple knots with the boys. You know I can drive on a couple knots. Stop being a bitch, you're just jealous you weren't there. You let me drive on knots when I'm with you, but no, when I'm with my friends. Different relationship, I guess you guys got. I did have to stop drinking though. I did. I messed up. I threw up in the living room. It's hard to argue that one, you know? You can't be like, well, fucking Zach's wife lets him throw up in the living room. I don't know why you gotta be so fucked up to me all the time. You know you drank too much too when you go to sleep and you weren't fighting. And you wake up and someone's slamming doors, you know what I mean? I'm like, how did I fuck up while I slept? You remember that one? I had it, that's the same night. 8 a.m., she's slamming doors. Whap, whap. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, you know what you did. But if you could remind me real quick, because I went to bed and everything was fine. Threw up in the living room. Still paying for that one. This is non-alcoholic. I think I'll get beer back. I'm gonna negotiate for beer in like 6 months, bring that back to the table. I might be done with hard alcohol. I've been okay though, I can't complain that much. It's never been easier to work out either, that's the problem, you know? It's never been easier to work out. When I was younger, you had to work out 5 days a week, 2 hours a day, switch your body parts. Now my doctor's like, 10,000 steps, can you just get the fuck up, dude, and walk a little bit? Just walk a little bit. And I gotta be like, next Monday, man, I think I can fit you around. I got a ciabatta at home with some artisanal jams. I'm trying to get fucked up, dog. What you talking about? It's just not a walking city. You know what I mean? There's too much mental illness every fucking place you look. And I'm not even talking about just the the homeless people. There's lines for people to take pictures in front of a pink building. People are not right here, you know what I mean? Our brains are not working. You learn a lot though when you start walking around, man. For instance, you guys know people are still advertising on telephone poles? Anyone have like an open Friday night and you're like, let's check out the polls you got going on. It made sense, right? At some point in our history, 1700s, you know? You're like, we should go check out what the polls got going on this Friday, and you get there, and you're like, do you know the British are coming right now, dude? Fucking British are coming, I checked out the poll! The crazy thing is, man, if you check out these polls, there's a lot of important information. There's some information I think every person in the city needs to know. For instance, did you know there is someone in LA right now that will buy your house for cash? Did you know that? I've been doing like escrow and a realtor, but nah, there's a pull on Western that I can sell my house. for everything I ever had. All right, guys, that's my time. My name is Steve Furey. Thank you very much for coming to the greatest comedy show at the greatest comedy club in the world, and you are the best.